Now on CoastTV News.
Red, white, and blue all over Lewis for the 4th. Events across the city that got locals and visitors in the patriotic spirit. Fireworks to light up the sky along the coast. Everything you need to know to have a fun yet safe night. History flying high in the sky. An antique Air Force on Delmarva and the business that backs it.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Celebrating the 4th of July in the first town. Good evening. I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with 4th of July festivities in Lewis. Earlier today, boats sailed down the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal as part of the Lewis Boat Parade tradition. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with people attending the events to learn why they love celebrating Independence Day in Lewis.
Crowds of people came to Lewis to celebrate the 4th of July. The first town was decked out in red, white, and blue, and so were its visitors. Many people came to Lewis extra early in order to get a good viewing spot for the Independence Day Lewis Boat Parade. Terry Blackford loves celebrating the 4th of July in Lewis because she loves seeing the community come together.
It's so nice. It's so nice to see young families, see young couples, see retired people like me, and yeah.
Georgina Z and her husband decided to not only celebrate the 4th of July in Lewis, but a special milestone as well.
We're celebrating our 50th anniversary, wedding anniversary tomorrow, and we just wanted to get away. We're local, we're from the Long Neck area, and we just wanted to get away to a quiet, peaceful setting. Nice. And this is perfect.
Around 2 o'clock, the highly anticipated boat parade began to sail down the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal. Boats covered in all things patriotic filled the water, and crowds watched and cheered with excitement. This parade is actually a competition, and boats are judged based on which one has the best decorations. And one thing is for sure, fun was had by all.
Celebrating the 4th of July here in Lewis, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Ocean City will be holding 2 fireworks shows at the same time tonight. The Northside Park and Ocean City Boardwalk will both have a DJ starting at 8, and fireworks start at 9:30 tonight. People from all around the world come to see the Ocean City fireworks, and one vacationer says the view here can't be beat.
The best thing here is that you can see the fireworks on the boat if you have one. I think it's the best thing ever.
If you still plan on heading down to Ocean City tonight, you're going to have to open your wallet a little bit more. Right now, the inlet parking lot rate is increased to $5 per hour. If you want to take a bus to catch the fireworks, you can ride Ocean City's municipal buses. A $4 ride-all-day pass is available to ride until 3 a.m. Tonight, the town says people should anticipate extremely limited parking and significant traffic delays during the fireworks shows. There's plenty of fireworks shows to enjoy along the coast. Here's a couple more towns that will be celebrating and lighting up the night sky tonight. Fireworks in Dewey Beach will kick off at dusk on the Bay side. Fireworks will be visible all across town. Fireworks are finally back in Bethany Beach after being postponed last year. The show starts at 8 on Wellington Parkway. The annual fireworks celebration in Ocean Pines will begin tonight at 9:15 at the Veterans Memorial Park. Fireworks in Lewis will launch at dusk over the bay off Lewis Beach. Rehoboth Beach will have its fireworks shows on Saturday. There are even more events tonight, and we have a full guide to CoastTV.com. Now, as we celebrate our nation's birthday, the Maryland State Fire Marshal reminds us to use fireworks safely. The Fire Marshal says to never try to relight a dud. All you gotta do is put them in a bucket of water. It's also important to move away quickly after lighting fireworks. Officials say to keep children away from all fireworks, including sparklers. And finally, never light fireworks if you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. And this all brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your go-to 4th of July barbecue food? Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour on your screen here. It looks like the winner is still hot dogs. That one's at 37%, but these numbers have been fluctuating. Burgers, a close second place at 32%. 13% say crabs, 13% for ribs, and just 5% for veggie skewers right now. But hey, that's my answer, so we got to get that number a little higher. If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Just go to CoastTV.com or the mobile app. Now we're taking a live look outside into Ocean City. A hot summer day, boats on the water enjoying the 4th of July. Let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams on our First Alert weather tonight. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Mallory. And for the record, Mallory, I'm with veggie skewers as well. Just so you'll know. Our Bay Health camera in Milford right now, we're holding at 92 degrees. Yeah, that heat is just simmering throughout the entire Delmarva Peninsula. Now, we will drop down to 81 degrees, but it'll take till 10 o'clock for that to occur, and we'll see increasing cloud cover, which will actually slow the descent of the temperature as a result of that. Take a look at where we are right now. We're at 94 in Redden, 89 in Milton, 90 in Millsboro as well as Lewis, but much cooler in Bethany Beach, 75. But we have a heat advisory that's been issued. Now, to be honest, this is actually going into effect tomorrow, but obviously we're feeling the heat right now in our area. And we were concerned about the possibility of rain causing a little bit of a damp on some of our festivities. Right now, it looks like the rain is sliding through, but the majority, at least the lion's share of the intense storms are sliding to our south. So the rain is still happening. It's not happening directly in Sussex, but it looks like it's starting to careen its way a little bit more towards Chincoteague down towards Cape Charles. We'll have more on the possibility of additional showers forming later on tonight. Till then, back to you, Mallory.
Thank you, Paul. If you've been in your car at all today, you've already seen it. The roads are slow going as thousands of visitors keep heading our way. This was the scene today on Route 1 between Lewis and Rehoboth around 12:15 p.m. Here's another look at traffic in Fenwick Island heading towards Ocean City. You can see the standstill traffic. According to AAA, nearly 71 million Americans will be on the move this weekend, and a staggering 60.6 million of those people are expected to make their trip in their car. So now let's take a live look at the Bay Bridge. We're going to see how the traffic is here if you're heading east. Looks like it's moving right along. Not a lot of cars backing up on the eastbound Bay Bridge at the moment, but steadily flowing across the bridge. The Maryland Transportation Authority does say the best times to travel this holiday weekend are before 8 a.m. and after 6 p.m. People and umbrellas cover Rehoboth Beach today as many come to celebrate the 4th of July. However, with such large crowds taking to the sand, something as simple as the color swimsuit you wear can make you that much safer. Coast TV spoke with lifeguards in Rehoboth who say bright neon-colored bathing suits make it easier to monitor those in the water.
You want to avoid dark colors that blend in with the water, like dark blue, dark green, black. You just want to look bright, so that way we can easily identify you.
Lifeguards went on to emphasize that while a pool can be much more translucent than the ocean, it is still a good safety practice for swimmers to wear bright colors. New in Millsboro, the Delaware State Fire Marshal is investigating a trailer fire that happened Wednesday just before 5 p.m. right across from the Serendipity restaurant. Officials say it appears that a contractor was demolishing the trailer and that debris caught fire after the contractor had left. In traffic news, Mount Zion Road between Seaford Road and Route 13 in Laurel will be closed starting Monday. Crews will be working on installing a crossroad pipe. Work should last until July 26th. Heading to Milton, the town continues to work on affordable housing initiatives. Next Thursday, Sussex County's Habitat for Humanity will speak about the organization's role in the development of housing and fixing current homes. Right now, Delaware employers can register for the new Delaware Earns retirement program. Delaware Earns is free for employers and helps workers save for retirement. The program aims to close the state's retirement savings gap and boost financial resilience. It's sponsored by the Office of the State Treasurer. According to the state, if employers have 5 or more employees and don't offer a retirement plan, they need to sign up or certify for exemption by October 15th. Rough week? Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up now. It's free. You just go to coasttv.com/sign up and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox. We're just getting started on your 4th of July. Coming up, how you can get your very own compost bin just like this one, the different benefits composting can have for your gardens this summer.
And we will be saying hello officially to a heat wave here in Delmarva. I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. And these showers that are now starting to move a little bit closer to Sussex County.
First, an antique Air Force on Delmarva, the business that backs it and took Coast TV to new heights. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Take a vacation from cleaning and scrubbing and enjoy your summer with a maintenance-free shower with Coastal Bath. As the #1 Bathlandet dealer in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, Coastal Bath proudly backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal, 2-year money-back guarantee. See for yourself. Coastal Bath has countless 5-star reviews. It's Coastal Bath's annual sizzling summer savings. Enjoy $2,000 off or no payments, no interest for 18 months. Say hello to relaxation with a hassle-free shower from Coastal Bath. Call today for a free in-home estimate.
It's sign and drive time at both I.G. Burton Buick GMC locations in Lewis and Glen Burnie. Drive home in a new Buick Encore GX with 0 down payment, 0 first month's payment, and 0 security deposit. Or take advantage of discounts up to $87.50 off Buick Enclave and Buick Envision SUVs. Plus, 0.9% APR with no payments for 3 months is available. When it comes to discounting Buicks and GMCs in Delaware and Maryland, nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
At the Corman Airport in Greenwood, you'll find an aerial spraying business in hangars alongside a military plane museum. It's all owned and operated by Jeff Corman. The business sprays over Delaware, Maryland, and some of Eastern Shore, Virginia. I got the chance to take flight with Corman in an advanced trainer plane that was once used by the military.
If you see a yellow crop duster in Delaware, it's most likely Jeff Corman's. Corman's aerial spraying operates out of Corman Airport in Greenwood with 26 aircraft in total.
Some people collect cars, I collect airplanes.
Including 5 World War II and Korean War vintage airplanes.
This North American AT-6 fighter trainer plane has flown 6,500 hours since it was built in the 1940s. 4,500 of those hours were logged by the Navy and Marine Corps. It was retired in 1954, and then Corman bought it in 2021.
Corman now flies these advanced fighter trainer planes, demonstrating positive G maneuvers like loops and rolls.
Nothing violent. We leave that to airplanes that are specifically designed for it. And these are designed for fighter combat maneuvers.
Nervous?
I'm not really processing any nerves right now.
I got to fly in the 1955 North American T-28.
That was an instrument trainer in Pensacola for the Navy.
They strapped me in with a parachute and helmet and gave me a quick tutorial about how the plane flies. Even letting me take over once we were airborne. But Corman guided us through the stunts, catching G's and feeling weightless once we were completely upside down. We flew from Greenwood to the coast and cruised from Broadkill to Lewis Beach in no time, flying over Rehoboth and Milford on the way back. Before I knew it, we were back at the airport, touching down from the ride of a lifetime for me and a daily routine for Corman.
This business has been here since 1950. Started with Joe Hudson, and my dad bought the aerial spraying business from Joe in 1987, and then I came along in 2010 and bought the business from my father.
The planes are inspected every year.
They're all a piece of history. Every one of them is. And they all have a story to tell. And they have a story to tell of the people that learned in them. So it's nice to be able to pass that on. I'm just the caretaker of them. They'll be here after I'm gone.
A family business with deep roots in Sussex County. I'm Mallory Metzner, over Sussex County, Coast TV News.
Corman says he has every flight qualification except the airline transport pilot rating, which is needed to fly major commercial planes. He's a nominee for the Delaware Aviation Hall of Fame.
Well, there you go. By the way, your Gulf forecast, it's going to be hot, really hot. You're really humid. I'm still going to call it an excellent day, but We're going to watch out for partly cloudy skies, and we could see some spotty showers develop in the afternoon time, so you might want to actually call for an early tea time.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
It's extended through Monday. Johnny Janosik's Independence Day sale. Your last chance for the best deals to add a little sparkle to your home. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices, plus an extra $100 off and 0% APR till 2027. Get this 4-piece bedroom set, now only $1499.95. Or a 5-piece solid wood dining set, only $1099.95. But the Independence Day sale ends Monday, only at Johnny Janosik.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
We're Delaware Electric Cooperative, and we're proud to keep the lights on.
Hi, I'm Sussex County farmer Blaine Hitchens, and I plant cover crops to improve my soil health. Cover crops help with nutrient cycling, weed suppression, and also reducing our input costs. I'm also improving water quality, and my soils are more productive, increasing my yield and bottom line. Healthy soils produce healthy crops. Cost share signups are going on now. To take advantage of the financial assistance, stop by the Conservation District to enroll in the cover crop cost share program, because every acre counts.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
Get the CoastTV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
We have to be mindful of an actual heat advisory in effect for our area that officially kicks in for Friday. But to be quite honest, we're feeling that heat right now. We're just getting the ball rolling meteorologically a little bit earlier than ahead of schedule. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Ocean City, holding at about 72 degrees. And it's a little cooler on the water, but that typically is what happens, during the summer season. We're going to stay in the 70s until 10 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Now, we warmed officially to 92 degrees for the high in Georgetown, 90 for the high in Salisbury. Compare that to our normal high of 87. You can see we were above the mark, but not near the record of 100, which was set in 1966. Currently, we're still real warm, except along the coast. You see, we're at 77 in Indian River Inlet, 75 Bethany Beach. We're at 94 in Red, 92 in Milford, and 89 in Milton as well as Lewis. The dew point temperatures in the 70s. That's where all of that thickness in the air comes from, that additional moisture content in the atmosphere. When you pass 63 for the dew point temperatures, you're in that area where if there's any kind of rain that pops off, it could turn into a thunderstorm with little to no warning. And that's what's happening, generally speaking, just to our west. I mean, we're looking right here, just to our west in Washington. We see isolated cells. Our computer model is set up to pop when we have any storms that are really significant for us. And I'm going to try to move this so we can get that advisory out of the way. But this is that line that's pushing its way through Washington right now, and it's tracking towards us. Now, the more intense cells are down here towards Christchurch and headed towards down towards well to our south and most southern tip portions of the Peninsula. But keep in mind, we are looking for this northern wave. It's still going to move across our neck of the woods. Now, we're still concerned about the beach hazard statement that's active until 8 o'clock. The possibility of rain looks like it's still staying pretty steady with the latest model run for Sussex County specifically till about 10 o'clock. So about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you still could get in the fireworks without necessarily being bothered, but it's going to be cloudy, so it might be a little hard to see even if it doesn't rain where you're celebrating or finishing off your celebration for the 4th. Overall, the highs for tomorrow will stay blistering warm when you combine it with the humidity. 90s throughout Sussex, 90s and well into the mid-90s in Vienna and Federalsburg, for example. And we will stay at about 90 in Berlin, 95 in Salisbury, but we'll stay in the 80s in Ocean City and down towards Chincoteague. The heat index, or what it's going to feel like, in the 100s on Friday, and we're going to be in the 100s for Saturday. And then Sunday, we'll get a little bit better, but not by much. And because we're going to be so elevated with the heat and humidity, this mosquito activity is going to go from very high extreme and then back down to just high by Sunday. So tonight, 75, partly cloudy, but still staying warm. Tomorrow, scattered clouds, and we can watch out for an isolated thunderstorm, but there's an even better chance of thunderstorms on Saturday with 93. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Thank you, Paul. There's just 1 week left to pre-order Denrex discounted compost bins. Through this sale, you can choose from a variety of rain barrels, composter models, and accessories. Denrex says composting helps to improve soil, which allows your plants to develop stronger, deeper root systems. Also, if you didn't know, Denrex says composting can even reduce the need for watering your garden. The agency says people can place their orders online until July 11th. If you live in Sussex County, you can pick up your purchases on July 13th at 901 Pilot Town Road in Lewis. And now it's time to take another look at our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your go-to 4th of July barbecue food? Let's take a look at the updated results on your screen. Now burgers are winning. That's up to 38%, so this has shifted since we last took a look at it. Veggie skewers still in last place at 6%. If you haven't voted yet, you still can at CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. We'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11. We'll be right back.
The beauty is hard to miss at Ocean City's premier golf course, Eagles Landing. Overlook the Sinnapunxton Bay's salt marshes and enjoy the unspoiled beauty of Assateague Island National Seashore. Eagles Landing offers 5 sets of tees, making the course playable for beginners and challenging for most skilled golfers. And the Caddy Shack Cafe and Pro Shop ensure golfers have everything they need. Find our best rates at eagleslandinggolf.com. Eagles Landing, upholding the tradition of the game.
Today's Weather Emoji Cast is brought to you by OC Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
The floor is lava! When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet & Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet & Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Call now to get $1,500 off, plus free hardware and no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis,
the restoration and remodeling experts.
The big issues: abortion, civil rights, healthcare. When Trump policies were attacking our rights, County Executive Matt Meyer fought back. Now Trump is promising a national abortion ban and huge cuts to healthcare coverage. Matt's healthcare plan will reduce costs, not coverage, by increasing competition on the exchange. And Matt's plan will protect women's access to abortion, always. So call Matt Meyer. Tell him you support his plans to protect Delaware values.
Join us for the 4th of July sales event right here at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Save $16,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Jeep Gladiator Freedom 4x4. Or lease a new 2024 Jeep Compass Limited for just $399 a month. See our selection of hundreds of Jeeps online at MillsboroCDJR.com. During the 4th of July holiday, get a free Grizzly cooler with every vehicle purchase. Join us for the 4th of July sales event at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Cars cost less with Preston.
At Carpet & Tile Mart, save up to 50% off during our Independence Day sale and 0% financing for up to 36 months. Carpet and Tile Mart. Available, affordable, at your service.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't take chances with just anyone. Trust the experts at Spicer Brothers. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've chosen us for our exceptional service, quality installation, and unbeatable warranties. Whether you need a roof replacement or just want to upgrade the look of your home, we've got you covered. And right now, save up to 20% on your new roof, plus enjoy no interest and no payments until 2026. For a roof that's done right, trust Spicer Brothers day and night, because you deserve the best.
Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
For any car lovers out there, the 14th National Collector Car Day is taking place on July 12th. The Speed Equipment Manufacturing Association is hosting a special cruise-in event at 4 p.m. at the Millsboro Dairy Queen.
Here's a look at our Dry-Tech camera in Ocean City. Hey, the boat's skipping right along without a problem, and the birds are flying in the air. 72 degrees, actually, and temperatures will stay in the 70s with partly cloudy skies for tonight. You can always keep up with your weather by calling our weather line at 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended 10-day forecast. Yeah, we're going to have temperatures dipping back and forth in the 80s and 90s, but look at the afternoon showers. Those aren't rainouts for the entire day, but man, kind of like Florida weather.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. NBC Nightly News is up next, and we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.